Hello and welcome back to Bolivia. Today I want to show you two places that probably wouldn't spring to mind immediately when you think of economics. Right now we are at a small town in the mountains, about 6,500 feet above sea level, even higher than Denver, Colorado. We are at a prehistoric site called Samaipata that is completely unique in the world. Archaeologists and historians aren't sure which people built Samaipata or what the site was used for. However, most researchers now believe that the place had a religious significance. It has two parts: a hill where there are fascinating carvings of animals like snakes and jaguars, and another area where there is 12 seats carved out of stone. Samaipata also has a southern hill where researchers believe there was a residential area. In 1998, the United Nations named Samaipata a World Heritage Site, which is a special designation. There are only 851 sites on the planet. A World Heritage Site must be of outstanding universal value. Some of the 851 properties on the list include places like the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall, and the Acropolis in Greece. How to take care of places such as a World Heritage Site is an important question for economists. Who does this site belong to? Who should be responsible for Samaipata? And what prevents someone from building a nice luxury hotel here? Or what prevents someone from breaking apart Samaipata's ancient stones to build a stone road? If the ruins of Samaipata and other special places are to be protected, we have to think beyond immediate profits. Economists call places like Samaipata common goods. Common goods are resources that don't necessarily belong to anyone, but are potentially beneficial to everyone. Now I'm going to show you another place that is an example of a common good. Well, here we are at Amboró National Park. Amboró is one of the several very large and beautiful nature preserves in Bolivia. It's over 1.5 million acres, and it ranges in altitude from 900 to over 8,800 feet above sea level. Amboró is especially famous for its biodiversity. In fact, Amboró is one of the most ecologically diverse regions in the world. Three very different ecosystems come together here: cloud forests, dry forests, and Amazonian rainforests. But the park does experience problems. Many people live around the edges of Amboró, and for them, this park offers resources to help them make a living. Farmers clear the forests at the edge of the park to grow crops, and ranchers allow their cattle to graze in this territory. There is always a tension between people and nature. Everywhere that people have built a city, Paris, Washington, D.C., New York, there used to be wilderness. The problem is that the world is running out of wilderness, and wilderness is important. Economists have a term called opportunity costs. Opportunity costs mean what you give up when you decide to do something. When you decide not to develop a place like Amboró, the opportunity cost is that you can't make money from factories or roads or stores. When you preserve a place like this one, you cannot build a city like this. Some organizations are working with the people who live around the edge of the park. One project, for instance, is teaching people to raise honeybees instead of clearing forests to grow crops. In order for a park to exist in the world of economics, it has to justify its existence. The wood from this tree could be used to produce 100 pieces of furniture. A bird from this forest you could cook up for dinner. But what would it cost to preserve the entire species?